I bet Canada fucks like rats. So that Jew, I bet they call it unbeliever. You know how they're confused with Italy? What is Stella? Well, I was talking to the cactus in the corner of my room that appears sometimes. Just like the Count in Shakespeare, I talk to it. I respect the Count. He burns, I know. How we all do. Do you understand Presley went through life thinking the Jews were evil due to spoiled non mentality, the lack of nirvana in people. It was a setup though, because Splash though would totally do that. I was reading my Proverbs and I found one I want to read to you guys. I usually just read St. Matthew's, but I read the story of Joseph and I read the end of the Old Testament. I read Genesis a bunch of times. It's the story of pregnancy. I'm pretty sure it's Latin for vagina. I'm sorry, but I think that's his actual meaning in Latin. I'm learning Latin slowly. I studied my Psalms. You gotta kind of see through the language. But remember, school's not for Splash. You know what I mean? I'm Sicilian, so it's like, Dizzy, where's meatballs? Where's meatballs? There's a whole school, especially once you get to math, and you're like, holy Jesus, man, these white folks are fucking crazy. And you know it's not China. And probably you get like a poet you can't understand too quickly because you will miss your wild adventure. Let me just find this proverb. A proverb, see? But I read my Crowley mainly. But I take it one time. The book, if you take the Falkland or the bath salt, and then you mix it up and you mix some spaghetti and get your pan all nice and ready. And then is it wisdoms? Watch just be invisible. I just can't find it. Most. First, whoa. Wisdom. Psalms. I read all my Psalms. I have my Psalms like memorized because the King David. King David didn't have Bach. But he understood there was a cute boy in the works. Do you ever feel abused like God doesn't love you? Try an antidepressant. What the hell? Oh, here there. You know the Babylon Tower. Where if an angel is God's daughter, right? See, muy ben. Well. So let's see, which one is it? I just found it. I don't really read proverbs. I play my art like war, cause war is funny. I believe the only real war was Russia with the pirates, France setting up to show God. Get how you make God? You don't make God. God made you. There's no wall to wall, says Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer's total in misery for saying there's that. Is it a proverb? Sorry, you guys, I don't read my Bible more. It's sight reading. It's my Johann talent that kills my reading skills. I was never good at homework either. It's about how some politicians are see-through, like Mexico, the yin and the yang, in the factory works. Two banquets. Warning against adultery. Try growing up. Do you know adultery is a different word in French? They don't put the Latin adulteri to prove the angel plane. My son, to my wisdom be attentive. To my knowledge incline your ear. The desecrants may watch over you, and understand may guard you. The lips of adulteries drip with honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, as sharp as two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. To neither world she attains, lest you before the road of life you pass with rambles you worthy. O son child, listen to me. Go not astray with words of my mouth. Keep your ways far from her. Approach not the doors of her house, lest you give your honor to others, and your ears to a merciless one. One. Presley said he was one. Who knows? American traditions kind of died in the 50s, and that's... See, I'm Sicilian. We're named after Santa Claus. I don't know. You can believe what you will, but I swear that my grandfather, like this. It's not my smile though, but the other picture, this one I look cute with. So now, children, listen to me. Go not astray with the words of your mouth. Keep your ways far from her. Approach not the door of her house, lest you give your honor to others, and your years to a merciless one. Lest strangers have thy fill of your wealth. Your hard ones earning to go to aliens' houses and groan you in the... Sorry, signs going by. They go by all day. And you, oh, why did I hate instructions? My heart spun reproof. Why did I not listen to the voice of the teachers? No, the instructions incline my ear. I have all but come to utter ruin. Commend your public assembly. See, I get this now. This I get. We have traditions and different. We're more... We embrace Sicilian curse words, I guess you could say. I think the record company is France. France is evil, pagan, devil worship. They are pagans. The difference is it's not cavemen. Get how it's brought from the future to play music. Lucidas are gods, you know. But how prison is not what you think. When you lie down, it's tear gas. Honest, I've been to juvie. When you lie down, she will watch over you, and when you wake, she will share your concerns. Yeah, that one's old, but it's good. Whenever you turn, she will guide you. Why then, my son, would you go astray from another's wife and accept the embrace of adulteries? That's a lesson on attitude right there. Yeah, you're not going up with attitude. It's different. Because you're not Sicilian. You're not a mutt. You're not half Jew. You're not a quarter Jew. You're not autistic. For each man's way are plain to the Lord's sight. All the past he surveys in his own eternities. The wicked man will be caught in the mesh of his own sins. He will be held fast. He will die from lack of discipline. Through the greatness of his folly he will be lost. When you read poetry, you have to first get the artist's attitude before you find his meanings. Then you have to figure out what the one would do. It's all about the one. Crowley talks about how the first law is silence. And then you can lose your traditions. Unveil the moon and see. Pope is Mayo Gomez.